What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles. Never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Dewbauchee Rapid GT. This car is an OG vehicle that's been in the game since day one and can be purchased from a Legendary Motorsport website for only $132,000 for the coupe model and $140,000 for the convertible model. Now, both of these cars are identical in terms of performance and most of the visual customization, where the coupe offers a roll cage option and the convertible does not. And then the second difference between them is that the convertible actually has a secondary color option, whereas the coupe does not. Now, when you first go through that secondary color on the convertible version, there doesn't seem to be anything changing, but if you look closely, you'll see that the actual seatbelt color is changing with the secondary color, which is a very cool little contrast and detail. I can't recall any other car in GT Online having this color option for the seatbelts, and I think that's a very cool thing for sure. Now, which one is better between the coupe and the convertible is all personal preference. I personally prefer the coupe because of the roof shape, but anyways, in terms of performance, the Rapid GT is decent, but nowhere near most of the sports cars for track performance. It's around the pace of the regular Buffalo, around 70th place. Not really all that great. However, in terms of top speed, it's actually pretty good, with an average top speed on par with most of the top performing OG sports cars like the Comet and the Feltzer. Now, for the community out there that's been following this car for years, you know that this car isn't a car you buy for its track performance. It's the car you buy to break the suspension and drift, or do some ridiculous slammed top speed runs that are so fast it even makes the pariah cry. So it's one of the best cars to drift with after you slam it, and one of the quicker cars for glitched top speed runs as well. It's just an overall fun car to mess around with, and I'm pretty sure most of you watching have owned this car at some point or still have it in your garage till this day. But anyways, in terms of what the Rapid GT is based on, it's primarily based on the 2009 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which is one of the most popular Aston Martins in the used car market due to how relatively cheap they are for a pretty exotic looking car. And also, in terms of a GTA design, it also takes some slight design cues from the 2011 Ferrari California as well, for its exhaust configuration and its engine model as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Rapid GT. Alright, Rapid GT. Alright, armor, brakes, chassis. So this is the upgrade that the convertible doesn't have. Quite obviously, it is a convertible, but roll cage upgrade here. It says roll cage and chassis, as it says for most, at least the times when you see this upgrade, but it's literally just a roll cage. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's too much race car for this, when this car doesn't really have any like race car parts. But I guess if you're doing like a drift car build or whatever, I guess it does kind of make sense. But I don't know, I think I'm gonna skip that one. Oh, I already have the engine upgrade. Cool. Exhaust, what do we got here? Titanium. So quad, this is the quad exhaust here. That's how it comes stock, very similar to the Ferrari California exhaust as I showed earlier. Or here you can go to the titanium, which I think suits the car a little better. I don't know, I don't like how this exhaust looks on this car. I think it looks a little strange. So we are gonna go with this one. Hood, the only option you have here is a carbon stock hood. Another option I'm not too sure about. I feel like it breaks the lines of the car too much. Not really a fan of the way that looks, so we're gonna keep the stock one. Lights, some xenons, plates. I already got my Aston plate on there. We're gonna go with the black background. So color, I hate to do this because literally every time you see one of these V8 Vantages, you see them like in like a metallic gray or something. But I mean, it just looks good in that car, in that color. I just really prefer that color. So we're gonna do the dark steel. We're gonna go to ice white pearl, and I mean, nothing really suits this car better than a nice metallic gray. I mean, I think it just looks so good on this car. Chrome goes on the hood. spoiler. So you have the low-level spoiler, looks pretty good. And then you have the carbon wing. Now, I believe in one of the updates, they added the low-level spoiler to this car. I believe it used to only have one option, which was the carbon wing. And then somewhere along the line, in one of the updates, they went back and gave it this upgrade here, an additional one. But I don't know. I don't know which one I like, but I think they both look good, honestly. But I think I'm going to do a low-level spoiler. Pretty nice option there. Suspension. So we'll do the lowest. Transmission, turbo, wheels. So for this one, I was really thinking about this one for this car. I was going to do the concave racers, but I think I used those a little too much in my build. So we're going to go with something a little different. We're going to go here to the sports category, and we're going to go here to the ground rides. And I think these look really good on this car, especially the chrome lip. It kind of matches our like chrome window trim you can see there. I think it works very well with this car, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go wheel color black, and then it gives it a nice contrast there. And I think it looks incredible with the black wheels against the dark gray with the chrome lip. I think it works very well. Windows, we're gonna black them out, very nice, and that's all the options there. So nothing too crazy, but it is an OG car. You really can't expect much. All right, let's take it for a drive. Exit to ground. These cars are just really fun to drive, and the acceleration is pretty good, as you'll see here shortly. So let's rev it up here. Awesome exhaust note. They reused this one a lot for the different Dewbauchee sports cars like the Masacro and all that, even though it's been adjusted slightly, but it's the same base exhaust note. First person, very nice. All right, let's floor it here. Not too much wheel spin. It hooks up pretty good. And the acceleration is just awesome. So, I mean, it's... The problem with this car, I think, is the handling. The acceleration and the top speed is really good, all things considering. But it's just the handling. It's not really all that great. That's kind of where it falls short a little bit in comparison to other sports cars that have similar top speeds, like the Feltzer, the Comet, other cars like that. But take a few corners here, and the brakes do lack a bit too, but the acceleration is great. I mean, it really pulls through out of the corners very well. Great acceleration. Let's do a little mid-drive here. Launch. There's the mid-drive. Not bad, not bad. And it gets moving really quick. I mean, OG cars, you know, there's some that are kind of and I think this is one of the better ones. Unfortunately, you know, not really that great a customization. I really wish there would have been like a side skirt upgrade to kind of match our stock carbon front splitter. And maybe like a diffuser option or something, and maybe a couple hood options. But I mean, in reality, it's just what? Spoiler upgrade, one exhaust option, and different color variation, which is just the carbon of the hood. And that's really it. And then the roll cage, which is kind of also. But let's open all the doors here and stuff. Vehicle doors. Okay. There we go. You can see the engine model there from the Ferrari California and an Aston Martin. It's kind of funny to see that there. Very similar engine model. The detail, I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. It's like two bricks there, just kind of And the quality around the engine bay too, all these plastics, it's not the best. The texture is kind of yikes. But again, OG cars, you really can't expect much. Interior reused in most of the sports cars in this game, and some supercars like the Adder. Trunk opens there, nothing really to see. And I mean, it's all personal preference as to which one you like better, the convertible or the coupe. Now, in the game code, I believe both of them have the same name. They're both just called Rapid GT, even though for the 9F, that one's called 9F and then 9F Cabrio. Cabrio is the actual name for this one. For some reason, they didn't do Rapid GT Cabrio for the convertible. Some people call it that in their videos and their testing and all that, but in the game code, I believe they're both just Rapid GT. So, yeah. But awesome car, and of course you can slam it, so you can use the different methods. You can, you know, whatever weapon you want to use, you shoot the center of the wheel, or you can shoot right here behind the wheel. I think some people use like the sniper method, where they just, so you have to go right in, like right there, and boom, it's right there at that spot, and eventually you'll see it start to come down. Of course, you have to have no bulletproof tires for this to work. I can't remember if I have bulletproof tires on this one or not. I don't think so. Oh, there it goes. There's one. Yeah, but you get the idea. I think it goes down 3 times, and you do that for every single side, and you have an amazing drift car. Some people just do only the back, and they leave the front stock. It's just all in your drifting preference. If you want to do, you know, a slam speed glitch, you want to shoot all of them, and then you just want to actually, well, I'm going to damage the vehicle here, but you want to just kick the back end or hit it against the wall, this kind of area here, and your idea is that you want to bend, you want to camber in the rear wheels in combination with it being lowered, and this thing is stupid fast. I think it does like 170 miles an hour or something like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Obviously it's not controllable because it's glitched, and it's not easy to drive, kind of like the vehicles with the low grip tires, but this is still a bit easier, a lot easier to handle compared to those. But it's the same concept where you have a vehicle that's, you know, when you do that to it, it's only useful in a straight line or like a highway situation. But yeah, I think this is an overall good car. It's something that the community really likes for many different reasons, because of the speed glitch, the drifting. It's one of the better drift cars when you lower it, and it sounds good, it looks pretty good. Just an overall great car to own. And as I said earlier, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have this in your garage already, or you've had it in the past, probably multiple times, and I think it's a great one to have for sure. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what car from late 2015 or older you want to see me customize next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.